So, good afternoon, YouTube. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I'm a little bit hanging today, a little bit fragile. The one-man party was in full flow last night until 4 a.m. But yeah, I've had a nice long sleep. About to have some nice food, some fajitas, some Mexican-style fajitas, and we go again. We go again. But listen, do stick a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to this channel if you're new. Also, subscribe to the gaming channel. Link in the description. I'll be back again on that tomorrow, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, streaming some career mode. The worst team on FIFA are in the Europa League. We're in the group stages. We drew with AC Milan. I'm making them great, man. It's the best season they've ever had. Also, don't forget, you can become a member of this channel for free for 1 month if you're from the UK, Ireland, Brazil, South Korea, or Japan, if you have YouTube Premium. So hit that little join option there and become a member of the channel. Failing that, if you're not on YouTube Premium, you can do it anyway. Anyway, I want to start off talking about Thomas Partey. More and more links are coming out about Thomas Partey. More and more stories are coming out about Thomas Partey, and more and more stories leading towards Arsenal potentially getting this deal done. Now, there's stories saying that Arsenal have had talks with the representatives of the player. There was talks the other day. There was reports the other day, sorry, suggesting that the stories were all fake. Everything was fake. His agents come out and said this. Then his agency posted, what club would you like to see Thomas at next? They put that on their Instagram. The guy who's done that's been reprimanded. There's so many stories coming out about this geezer. The latest one is Arsenal could sell up to 4 players to fund the Thomas Partey move. Now, listen, I don't know how that would work. I don't know which 4 players it's going to be. The one thing I do know is that Arsenal want Thomas Partey, and I think Thomas Partey kind of wants Arsenal, if I'm being honest. I think that Atletico Madrid, as it stands, are in the Europa League. So, is it any worse coming to Arsenal? We're currently 9th in the table. If they void the season off and do it on order of merit, then on merit, I think we get Europa League, there or thereabouts. I think if we finished 8th, I think we get Europa League. We sneak in on the Europa League spot, I think. I may be wrong. But either way, listen, the fact that all these stories are still circulating in Spain, in England, even in Italy, there's stories about Thomas Partey coming to Arsenal. So I don't think there's any smoke without fire. What I do think is that, you know, you've got to take some of this with a pinch of salt. Yes, he is £43 million. Yes, Arsenal want him. Are we going to sell 4 players to buy him? No. Do we need to sell 4 players to buy him? No. We are skint. We're not that skint. In terms of skint compared to Man City, to Chelsea, to teams like that, yeah, we're skint. We've still got a lot of money that we can go and spend on players. I do think, like I said a million times before, we're going to do a lot of swap deals. Mkhitaryan could be one of them. Alex Lacazette could be the guy who goes to Atletico in the swap deal for Thomas Partey. So when I see this story about 4 players could be sold, blah 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 blah, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think, like, you know, at the end of the day, yes, we want Thomas Partey. Yes, Atletico want Alex Lacazette. There's a deal to be done there. Like I've said before, they're the same kind of price tag. So why don't you just do a swap deal between the 2 of them? I'm sure that's something Arsenal will probably be working on. But leave it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on that one. The next story, man, I swear to God, this better not be true. Wifey, Tierney, my guy, my left back, proper left back, is linked to Leicester City. Now, listen, Brendan Rodgers obviously worked with him up at Celtic when they were just dominant and winning everything. And obviously, Brendan Rodgers then went to Leicester City, and they're now better than us. The funny thing about this is Chilwell, I do think, is going to leave Leicester for Chelsea this summer. I do think that's going to happen, which means Leicester need a left back. Oh dear, oh dear. The fact that we've been linked to so many left backs as well. it's kind of worrying me that it could be Tierney that is the one leaving. You know, the fact that we've been linked to Laven Kazawa and others along the way makes me think, hang on a minute, is it Tierney that's leaving? Because we haven't really seen a lot about Kolasinac leaving. You know, we haven't seen any stories about, oh, say Kolasinac's one of the guys that Arteta doesn't want, or say Kolasinac is on the list to be sold this summer. We haven't seen any of that. We're just all assuming it's Kolasinac that's going if we get a left back. It might be Tierney. And if it is Tierney, I'm going to be really gutted about that. He's only made 12 appearances for Arsenal. And he's got a couple of assists in them appearances, no goals. But what I've seen from him in them 12 appearances is somebody that can actually defend, which is something none of our defenders can do. He can cross the ball, which is something none of our fullbacks can do. And his positioning is absolutely superb. He gets up and down that left wing. He's brilliant. He is absolutely class. And the fact that we only paid £25 million for him is just an absolute bargain. For me, we need to get him in the team week in, week out. He needs to be that number one guy at left back. Then put Bukayo Saka at left wing. You've now got a good partnership. Young players. Tierney's only 22. Don't forget that. Bukayo Saka's what, 18? You know, you've got a partnership down that left-hand side for the next 8 to 10 years. It's how Arsenal play it. It's how Arsenal deal with that. Obviously, Bukayo Saka's not signed a contract, and it looks like he could be leaving. Who knows? Like, listen, we're coming down to the last year of his contract in the next 6 to 8 weeks. As soon as he's into that last year, I'll be shocked if he signs. We need to get that deal done, dusted, signed, sealed, delivered real quick, because we cannot allow to let him get down to that final year, because it's curtains if that happens. And like I said, him and Tierney could build up a partnership down that left-hand side. I don't want Tierney to leave. I'm sure Brendan Rodgers would like Tierney at Leicester. Whether there's any weight to this story or not, I don't know. But if Chilwell is going to go to Chelsea, which I believe he will, then Tierney is the ideal replacement for Chilwell, isn't he? Let's be real here. He's worked with Brendan Rodgers, so that's a box ticked. He's played in the Premier League, albeit only a few games, but that's another box ticked. It's only up the road from London to Leicester. It's up the M1. So it's not like he's having to move all over the place. So that's another box ticked. It'll be relatively cheap. That's another box ticked. It's a win-win-win-win-win for Leicester and Brendan Rodgers if they get Tierney. And it's a massive, massive lose-lose-lose for us. Because if Brendan Rodgers came in for him, I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to go. He's worked with him before. He hasn't worked with Arteta. I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting 2 and 2 together and getting 10 or something. I don't know. But you guys that have watched this channel for a long time know how I feel about Tierney. I love that geezer, man. I love him. He cannot leave this club. Please, please do not be true. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Do you think the story is true? Do you think he could potentially go to Leicester? If you do, how much do you think we're going to get for him? Leave that in the comment section below. Also, what about Thomas Partey? Let me know your thoughts on Thomas Partey, whether you could see that deal potentially happening. If so, which way do you see it? Do you see it as a swap? Do you see it as a transfer fee? Do you think we have to sell 4 players to go and fund that? What a load of rubbish that is. Seriously, I do not believe that one bit. 4 players. All right, mate. Yeah, because people are going on like we have literally got no money. We have still got money, and we will spend some money in the summer. But leave it all in the comment section down below. Don't forget, I will be back at 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I will not be playing FIFA today. I'll be back again tomorrow on the FIFA hype. And also, if you are a member on level 2 of this channel, I'll be doing your stream on Tuesday. If you're on level 3, I'll be doing yours on Wednesday. So keep your eyes peeled for both of them. And yeah, looking forward to that as well. But also, the morning videos will be back out as normal, 7 o'clock and 10:30 tomorrow. So I've got a busy day. I've got to do a 5 o'clock video, a 9 o'clock video, a 7 a.m. and a 10:30 a.m. Not enough hours in the day, especially when you get up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But there we go. Listen, have a wonderful day of rest, and I will see you all later, peeps.